Okay, so I'm at Soul Therapy with Kim Brown here in Nairn at her place. Beautifully laid out, Kim. Thank you for doing this.
You're very welcome.
So I've just had a therapy, and it's a sound.
Yes, it's Peter Hess Sound Massage.
That's a sound massage.
Yes.
And it was very thorough. You went from top to bottom, from my feet up to my head. And in this sequence, explain to me how it actually works when the therapy goes through. You use this bowl first on the left-hand side.
Well, actually, we used the universal bowl first. Because what happens is these are specially engineered. They are a singing bowl.
Yeah.
But they are a professional therapy grade singing bowl, which is designed to be placed on the fully clothed body.
Yeah.
And tapped, and then the sounds and vibrations go to, well, cell level in the body. They're covering every single inch of your body.
Yeah.
We're moving through our bodies with every single area of the body being worked and complemented with the sounds and vibrations. So yeah, they're placed on the body and they're tapped. And then the purpose of the treatment is to bring the body into a lovely deep state of relaxation.
Yeah.
And when we can take our body into these deeper states of relaxation, then the body can get back to doing its job. Can get back to doing what it's designed to do for us. Our bodies are amazing things.
We've got our own health system.
We do. But sometimes things like stress or chronic illness are things that can interrupt our body's natural processes. So when we can take our body into these deeper relaxed states, then it can help our body get back to doing its job.
Yeah. So it is a sonic reset, is it?
It's a lovely way to think about it. That, what we can do is we can just take our body out of that kind of stress into that deeper relaxation, and then the body can do these wonderful things for itself.
It's beautiful. It's a really gentle thing. Yeah, and even, I mean, my mind was thinking about it as you were doing it, and it was feeling the areas that you were working it in. And then when you did two bowls together, I swear you could actually feel the harmonic working through your body.
And that's exactly, I mean, each of the bowls themselves have harmonics within them. There'll be a deeper tone, and there'll also be the higher harmonic tone.
Yeah.
So all the bowls have those themselves, but then there's also that beautiful harmonic between, that harmony between the two bowls when they're both on the body at the same time. When it's the pelvic bowl and the heart bowl are both placed, you're getting that beautiful kind of harmony between those two bowls as well. That lovely exchange between the two, which can really bring an even deeper relaxation.
So as far as, I mean, I assume that a first-time person like myself, this was a total body thing, just to relax the body, but can they be used specifically for different ailments, or is that another thing altogether?
The treatment is kind of like a general treatment that people would come, and that the same sequence would be used. The treatment would be done every time that way, with the placements. The treatment's designed in a certain way to work with the body. Although we do have initially, like for yourself today, we used what's called the basic treatment, which is using these three bowls, which is the pelvic bowl, the heart bowl, and the universal bowl. So that would be your standard treatment for, like, say, the first 2 or 3 visits, perhaps, till the body's accustomed to working with the sounds and what it's going to do for itself.
Yeah.
And then once that has happened, then we can go into these more other types of bowl. For example, there's this one here, which is the bolo bowl, which has got the hole in the bottom there that you can see, and that is designed to be placed, say, for example, over a knee joint, or it can go on a shoulder, so it can be placed maybe where there's a specific issue, and that might help support that in amongst a treatment. There's also this other, and this is just another form of the universal bowl. So then there's this one as well, which is another universal bowl, but as you'll see, this one has a handle. So this one could be used in a much more controlled way, and I tend to use this one when I would perhaps see somebody who has peripheral neuropathy after, say, chemotherapy or cancer treatment or something, and I would use that's used for kind of the arm and hand and lower leg and foot, because you can slowly bring the ball down and over the foot, so you're much more able to be slow, a nice slow controlled travelling of the ball down the body. So even though we have these and there's there's other bowls, like you have like this, there's a throat bowl, there's head bowl, so there are other bowls that can complement other areas, but that tends to come after there's been some treatments of the standard set.
So I mean, I do a bit of Tai Chi, and so I'm aware of the energy movement around the body. Now, are you working with that as well during the sound therapy?
It's all with the sound. It's all energy. We're all energy, and everything. Yeah. Everything is energy, and
there were places where the chakras are. Is that something that comes into the therapy as well?
Well, it's because it's complementing the whole body, and it's working to work with. It's basically you're working with the body's central nervous system.
Yeah,
and it's working with the body's parasympathetic system, so it's going to bring everything down. So by doing that, then everything is going to be benefited from.
Yeah,
bringing your nervous system down, bringing everything into more balance, taking that body into that homeostasis place. So there's going to be benefits for everything, and even though these are not necessarily chakra bowls, they are going to complement the body in a general way.
So once the therapy's done, this is advice for me, self-interest, of course. What's your advice as to utilising what just happened?
Just to prolong, yes. Well, the effects of the treatment should, people can feel. I've had people report that they still feel the effects days after, hours and days after.
Well, it's
like prolong it.
I can say that it's lightened my mood, and it's. I'm using a saying. I don't use the saying mental health. I tend to go for mental wealth.
That's lovely. I love that.
Which I can't actually say that I feel better.
Well, anyway. I think with something like this, it's going to be, I suppose a lot of it would be common sense. I mean, hydrate your body.
Yeah.
Don't go off and do lots of strenuous exercise or vigorous movement or things. Rest, have things that are good for your body. Not have any kind of maybe avoiding stimulants and caffeine and alcohol, things like you want to hold on to, let the body facilitate.
It's a holistic thing, isn't it?
You want to let the body do what it wants to do for itself.
It's actually very cathartic, just visualizing your body, and the sound helps you do that, doesn't it?
Absolutely, yes, absolutely. And it's just a beautiful therapy, a beautiful complement to facilitate and let our body do what it's designed to do for itself. I love to I see them as almost like a facilitator for the body to do its job. Let's take the body out of stress. Let's take the body into a lovely, deep, relaxed place. And let the body do what it wants to do for itself. I mean, I see people for all sorts of things. I've had people coming for chronic illnesses such as fibromyalgia, Lyme's, chronic fatigue syndrome. I've had Parkinson's clients, MS. So people coming for situations like that to try and help with some of the pain that people would experience with these situations. Also, people with general aches and pains. I've seen it reduce the recovery time after exercise when we get the DOMS.
Okay.
So loads of things I've seen over the years of people reporting the effect that they have found and the benefits that they have had from it. I myself, it was absolutely life-changing for me.
It must be. I mean, doing this every day and immersing yourself in this sound, as well as in the health-giving factor of actually giving your own energy as well during the day. It must have.
And for you, as you said, to use your words, Rob, it's like, were you saying like mental health, mental wealth? Well, for me, my experience of discovering this treatment And this therapy I was not in the best of mental health when I discovered it. I was, and I'm not ashamed to admit that I was absolutely crippled with chronic depression when I discovered this therapy. And I went, it came into my awareness, how on earth I found myself on an aeroplane on all the way to Spain on my own. How I found,
is that what you did?
I did. How I found myself the strength to do it, I don't know, because at that point I was struggling to get out of my bed. But no, I found myself out in the Andalusian hills in this beautiful little hotel, and spent 2 weeks there training to use these gorgeous bowls with an amazing woman called Christine Heckel, who was my teacher. And yes, and by the time I came back from that stay in Spain, I was a completely different person.
Now, do you teach this yourself now?
No, I don't. I am blessed enough to be just providing it as a treatment. I don't actually teach it myself.
All right, let's focus on how people can get in touch with you and what, because you do group sessions as well.
I do,
don't you?
yes. The same therapy bowls that get used on the body are also used as part of a soothing sound session that I do for groups, couples, for small groups. I also do corporate groups for anybody that wants any kind of workplace stress reduction and things. I've been very honoured to visit quite a few places all over the Highlands that have done schools and teacher things, and the forensic team at New Craig's, the health visitor team in Nairn. So there's a few people who are actually seeing that these things are extremely beneficial.
Nice. Okay, so just to and thanks for doing this. It's been lovely.
You're very welcome.
I mean, it's a lovely way to spend the day anyway. But just to wind up, you'll be online. Is that the best way to find?
I find that people tend to use the people. I do have a website which is soulproviderscotland.co.uk.
Soul Provider,
but people generally tend to get me via my Facebook page. And if they search Soul Provider on Facebook, you will find me there.
I shall put links at the bottom of the page for everybody. And you're beautiful. I mean, it's so relaxed anyway, but your beautiful studio is just at the back of your own house. So
it is, yes.
And people in Nairn will know where to find you.
Yes,
anyway, I would
say. We are on Meriton. We are where the big white dome is. So we're on Meriton Crescent, so I'm really easy to find. And my group sessions happen up in Eriskay, which is opposite the British Legion. I've got my lovely group space up there with the 4 recliners. So I'm easy to find, but I'll give you the link so that people can pop straight in.
Absolutely splendid. Thank you, Kim. Good luck with all of this.
Thank you very much.
It's nice. It just must be nice to know that you're putting a good vibration out into the world. Quite literally a good vibration.
Absolutely.
So that's brilliant. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Claim that it's definitely going to do something, or it's definitely going to help with a certain condition or a certain situation, but I can certainly say what I have seen people report that it's done for them, and that's all we can do. You can only go.
That must be very satisfying.
It's a huge blessing to have people contact you and say that they've felt a difference in the situation that's been really difficult for them, and they felt an improvement or a reduction in pain, or they've slept better for the first time in months, and it is a real blessing.
Just one question to add to all the other ones, of course, and thanks for answering those. Do you get people asking for vouchers for?
Yes, I get. It's becoming more and more common for people to gift things like this to their loved ones. Mums and partners and friends, and so I get.
So they pass the experience on to people that might not actually take the jump in to do it for themselves.
Absolutely. And I've actually had people coming with their voucher going, oh, I've got no idea what this is, but I'm quite excited.
That's brilliant.
And then they'll go, oh my gosh, that was lovely. So so people, well, absolutely. I still have quite a lot of people wanting vouchers for loved ones as a gift. Yeah.
Well, you've got me thinking along those lines as well. Thank you.
No, you're very welcome.
Thanks again. This has been lovely.